Welcome to the second Visual Book Fair USA. Today we are having a book presentation, Emotional Alchemy, from the author Sandy Mora, and she is represented by Faisal and from Benki. Thank you all for having this opportunity of letting us know about your great work. Thank you all. You can start this.
Hi, hello. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. And I want to welcome Faisal Nalbantoglu from Turkey and Venki Raman, who is in Toronto, Canada, and thank them for being here and helping me talk about this book. And hello, how are you? And good morning and good evening.
Good morning.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Okay, let me start, all right?
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Sandy, for giving me the honor to be in this webinar and start quickly. I will go with this sentence. It's not the book you want, but it's the book you need. So it's like a Batman. There's different metaphors in the book, but I prefer Batman for this book. The most of us dealing with different circumstances, but for this beautiful lady, the eighth blow made a perfect, almost perfect book. It's unfinished, like all the humans in the book you will see. Okay, this book triggers me so much in a good way to find out. I know this, all the stuff written in the book, because we are taking the same training with Sandy. We are classmates practically, but it's very easy to understand, and it's so sincere that you really understand. It's not so technical, but also technical in the sense, but you find true examples from life. So it's a way better, it's a natural trigger for your life. So how you change it. So how to become an alchemist in an emotional way. So it's my brief comment for the book, but I have lots of comments to say. But after this, I'm giving the spotlight to Venki for his thoughts.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Faisal. You hit upon some very good notes for me. It resonated so much with me. Sandy, thank you for giving me the opportunity to accompany Faisal and be a part of this thing. You have done such a great job. As Faisal said, you know, this book for me is the authentic Sandy. That this is Sandy. This is the Sandy I know. This is the Sandy that we have seen. I love the way you have written this book, and I will say to the readers, to all of the people that are listening, I would definitely, as Faisal said, this is a book you need in your bookshelf. It is a life manual, really. And because Sandy, I never knew that much about you until I actually read your book. Oh my God, you're a hero for me. You've gone, you know, you've experienced so much in your life. And I love the way you have, you know, I commend you for your strength to write a book and, you know, be that alchemist. You have really brought out something that every day people are battling, my friend. And to all of us that are listening and to our friends, please refer this book, recommend this book to everybody in your family and in your friend circle and your social network. I come from a business background. I used to be a bank executive in a major Canadian bank. And I can tell you this applies to business. There is a lot of business application to this. There is so much of depth in this book. I would definitely recommend this to everybody. I will say this, just from a statistics purpose, whether you listen to the National Institute of Mental Health in the US, or you listen to the Center of addiction and mental health in Canada, it's clear that 1 in 2 Americans and Canadians are experiencing some kind of mental illness or anxiety disorder. Okay, so it's human. 1 in 2 of us are going to experience it, and there are several statistics that by the age of 40 we experience these things, which is why we are all passionate about this. And I love that you have got the strength to write a book that all of us can use and be the alchemist. And I like Faisal said, I have more comments on the alchemist piece, which we will discuss later. But Sandy, applause to you for what you have done. It requires great strength, and I commend you for what you have done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Venki.
Okay, back to me then. In this book, I saw the familiar concepts like learn to fail, imposter syndrome, silver linings, victor or warrior psychology, courage, every kinds of stuff. And also, I don't want to give you the spoiler, but it's not a big spoiler. In the start of the book, you call yourself as a Deputy Commander Mora, the person you used to be, yeah. And the book can be, when you finish the book, the potential readers I'm talking to you, you finish the book, you will see the transform of the Deputy Commander Mora to Sunshine Sandy.
Thank you.
This is what I came into my mind. So you will learn how to be all. The epidemic of the world is not medical, but it's the labeling. We all label ourselves, label others. We label others because we label ourselves. So you, in this a very brief but very powerful chapter of the book, not a paragraph of the book, you will learn how to unlabel yourself. It's not writing unlabel yourself, but you will understand when you get there. So you see the resisting is pointless, emotionally based. So I also figure out we all love meditation, the three of us. We see the benefits of it. And when we talked our customers, our mentees, they say, I don't like meditation. But when we tell them, you are doing meditation somehow informally. And I figure out that we all around the world, we are alchemists, informally. But we don't know what emotion we convert to what emotion. So after this book, I have more information about what I'm converting my emotions to. So I would like to also figure out, did you feel like you are healing by treating the people or triggering to treat themselves?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, writing it's healing, so obviously throughout the process, not only first the process of the things I went through and all the studies and the learning I'm going through, yes, of course I'm healing, and through the process of writing I'm healing, and through the process of sharing I'm healing, and I think that that's one of the biggest gifts, that life gave me, the opportunity to still be here and do something about my life, different and transcendent. And that's why the book came to life. And I do think that, when we teach, we learn. When we help others, we heal ourselves and we help ourselves. And I think that throughout the book, I came to that realization. I don't know. Sorry for the pronunciation, but yes, I think that we all are healers, all of us, for our own selves, and we all can heal the world and our our square meter around us, and just being mindful is healing.
You are a great example for leading by example on this point. Okay.
Love it. Love it. What I love about what you said just now and what you've written so beautifully in the book and the points that you discussed with Faisal is the fact that you put the control back in you. Like you call, we all talk about resilience. I've attended many corporate sessions, which are resilience training and resilience coaching and all of that. But I love the way you put it back when you say, I am the alchemist, like emotional alchemist. You become the alchemist. So it's almost like, oh, I'm doing something. I am controlling this whole thing. Yes, I'm the master of my life. That's what resonated for me. Oh, I am the master of the life. I lead my life. That means I am a designated leader of my life. By fact that I'm alive, I am a leader, so I can lead. And as an alchemist, I become the leader of my destiny, me taking me to my destiny of my choice, which is what you write in the book. And you are saying you can write your own chapter ending the way you want it. And I love that piece that you bring in. And I love the way you take it to an alchemist who was trying to do something with a metal that was mundane like lead, and they were working on transforming it to gold. So you talk about how to take adversity and painful emotions, which we all experience, and we are all confused many times, whether in personal life or in business life, we face a complex problem and something goes wrong, it's a loss or something that we don't want to happen. You talk about expectations and reality and the mismatch between the two. I love all that, because that you can take that. Sometimes we gasp and we don't know what to do. We are paralyzed by fear or anxiety, and we have self-blame or throwing it on others and anger and resentment and all of that. But I love the fact that you are empowering. The book itself is empowering by saying, oh yeah, you can deal with all that. You can go through all that, and then you can convert that to positive emotions, and you can create a positive outcome for yourself. And I wanted to ask you about this, and I love the fact that you touched upon neuroplasticity, which is a favorite thing for me, because when you practice more, you become perfect, or you become better at what you want to achieve. So you call it a practicing alchemist. And I love that. Can you elaborate on that, Sandy, and then hand it back to Faisal?
Yeah, well, thank you for that, Venki. And yeah, I love that you said, you are the master of you, and you can learn to master your emotions, because the reality is that everything that we do, it's it's an emotion is behind it. So emotions are the fuel that moves us, and when we don't know our emotions, when we don't have emotional intelligence, when we're not aware of them, they become the masters, and we just react, and then we go through life feeling indefense and as victims of circumstances and the way we feel because of circumstances. And what we've learned, and the idea behind the book, is to give you back the power. You need to assume your radical responsibility, that you are the master of you. You can master your emotions, and it's a matter of the ingredients that I put on the book, which is decision. First of all, deciding you don't want to be a victim, and once you decide that, and you take back the power, and you know that you don't have anything that you can do to change the surroundings or what's happening outside, but you can change the way you think about the things that are happening to you. You can change the way you feel about them, the way you react to them, the way you speak about them, and then the way you act, from there on. And that it's a huge power that we all have. And the intention of the book is, to explain it, but not only explain it, because a lot of people say, well, yes, it is. It's very easy to say, oh, let it go, oh, change your mindset, or whatever. But how do you do it? What the hell do I do? So the idea was to give people a set of different exercises, very practical, very easy to do exercises that help you strengthen that resilience muscle and that self-power in order to move. And it can be done. And sometimes they seem so easy that you think, really, this is going to change the way I see life? It does, and it has to do with neuroplasticity, and it has to do with what we know, repetitions, reminders, and making it a ritual. But there's a menu of things that we can do in order to help us change those feelings that are very normal and very human. Be mindful of them, and then be able to change them and transform them, and use them as fuel to move forward and to flourish. And that's the main idea of the book. You can flourish even in the harshest of the terrains. You can flourish because you can make compost of the crap. You can do it.
Well
Great.
said.
Yeah, continuing on that sentence, it's a saying that one man's trash is another man's treasure. So you make your own trash everyone's treasure. So
Thank you.
I'm a great believer of if you clean your backyard, someone sees it and wants to clean backyard on his own. So about 10 years ago, I was a very angry person because I'm see the bad things, I'm angry at them, I'm telling people don't do that, or try to warn them, try to correct them. So then I come to a sense that it doesn't make any sense. It won't change any people. So when I learned the lead by example concept, it fits. And I start to clean my own backyard. I start to better my backyard. So someone sees it. And thanks for showing your backyard. Thanks for showing how we can clean it. You also give the instructions. So I'm very excited of it. So also to the neuroplasticity example that Wenki gave, and we are neurons, like here, the 3 neurons, we fire together, and exactly it's supposed to be we fire together. So, but we don't give each other our lights, we just ignite each ourselves. So in your book, you said that you're not here to repair or fix anyone or anything. So you show them great thing that because sometimes the people give their selves to other people and they burn down. So you did that in past. Wenki, I suppose you did also. As the corporate men's together, we do all the time in the past. So it's a great chance for people to see that it's about sharing, not giving. It's very different things. They seem similar, but they're different. And maybe you can elaborate on this comment. And I have a question after Wenki talks.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate that. And yes, I love this differentiation that you're making, and I hadn't thought about it, the difference between giving and sharing, because sharing doesn't deplete you, sharing multiplies. And sometimes giving, if it's not well understood, it can be, depleting and leave you empty. So I love that. And yes, the idea of the book is to share the tools that I've learned on my skin, that they work. I know they work, but they also backed by science, most of them, and that's also a good thing. It's not only because of it worked for me. We know it works to a lot of people, and that's why I'm sharing them.
You know what? So beautifully done. I love that you shared a formula for your book. Your book is built around a formula, which I will ask people to go and read, because it's a very mathematical, for those of us who are visual and want a mathematic formula, emotional alchemy equals, decision multiplied by A plus G plus F raised to the power of, and I'll leave that part for everybody to figure out when they read the book. It's a teaser, but it definitely that appealed to me. For me, that resonated really well, and I know that a lot of people will resonate with that. So I invite everybody to go and read that. The other thing that really appealed to me, of course, you also share a lot of tools. You mentioned tools, and Faisal mentioned tools. You share like 10 different tools, and I learned something from you, new tools that you have. This thing, the Hawaiian thing. What is that? I'm going to mispronounce it, so I'll let you know. There you go. That is something that that was amazing. I'm going to actually learn that now. So I learned something new from your book, my friend. And you give a set of tools that you have used. And what I also love about this is very personal. You don't just say, I'm prescribing these tools, but you actually say in your life, in your dark moments, you actually use those tools and you came out of it, which is what allowed you to even share all these things with us. And this is your gift to the world. And I am definitely grateful to you for the opportunity to read your book. And amazing that I also have, who would have expected 3 years back if you told somebody as a Canadian bank executive coming on a positive on a psychology show, it would have been unheard of, but I am extremely grateful that you gave that. I will say one last thing in this piece. What I loved right away in the very first opening few pages, you related to every human being will relate to the expansion and contraction. I mean, our lungs expand and contract, our systolic and diastolic expand and contract, the blood pressure expands and contracts. All human beings are the same. In the same way, for me, when I look at it from a business angle, the business cycle expands and contracts, and we take the expansions with joy, but then we don't have coping skills for the contraction. And I love your tools that you've shared so wisely. Faisal said it, you share it, and that sharing is a gift. And I invite every reader to go and experience that and do that. So thank you, Sandy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And in the last minutes of our gathering, I would like to make people aware of something. That book secretly triggers you. I want to be for the breast cancer, organ donation, and stem cell donation awareness. Please take your friends, wives, girlfriends, everybody, to ask them to see a doctor. And if they're afraid, hold their hand and be there for them and help them. I will do to my wife, to my all friends. I will talk with them. And also organ donation is very important.
It is.
You will see, you will also triggered like me. So my question now, how are you? How are you really?
I'm really happy. I'm really thankful, grateful for the life I have right now. You know, it's not perfect. Obviously, I still experience painful emotions, but now I know how to deal with them much better. I'm still learning, but I feel, you know, that I'm following my calling and doing what I love, and sharing the experience and the knowledge that I've gathered so far. And the more I learn, the more I want to share. You know, that makes my heart sing. I really believe that in this period of my life, I'm doing exactly what I'm meant here to do. And that is amazing. Even though the hardships and the money issues and whatever in life and what pandemic and whatever you want to call it, I really feel this real happiness in my heart, and that is invaluable. And I'm so thankful for life for that.
Yeah, well, amazing. You know, I love the fact that you said that, you know, you are just saying what you've written in your book, and I'll let everybody read the last part as they go, but you say in that, and it looks like you said, you can always decide to write a better ending. And then you also go on to say that never consider yourself as a finished product, because we are always work in progress, and we are always have the humility, you say, to learn from what life gives you, and you increase your potential that way because you're growing because of the experience, post-traumatic growth, you call it, and you grow from that, and therefore you are able to have a more fulfilled life with more energy, therefore more capacity, and therefore more productivity and fulfillment. Thank you.
Yeah, for the last, please, you can find the links to the book posted in the comments of the video. Take a look, download it, buy it, read it, pay it forward, share it. I believe you love it. And I have, if you give me 6 hours or 6 days, I can talk about this book, but our time is coming to an end. So thank you, Sandy, again. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And thank you, Venki, for the collaborate with me. It's a great pleasure. It's fun and learning. Yeah,
it's a pleasure and an honor to be with you, Faisal. And thank you again, Sandy, for this opportunity to share. What a brilliant book. Wish you all success. Download it from Amazon, buy it on Amazon. It is there, as Faisal said, and it's the best gift you can give to anybody without being intrusive. You can just buy it, give it to them, and let them read it, and they will be able to deal with their issues and move forward brilliantly. They will be the alchemists.
I really hope so. I really hope so, and that's the idea. You know, it's you don't try to fix anyone. You just hand them something that they might find useful, and in the book there might find just 1 or 2 things. But even if they just want one useful thing that they find, it's enough to start the upward spiral that we talk about. So I think that's my wish for the book, and I hope you read it and that people find it useful and find it as a good contribution to their lives.
100%.
Yeah, biggest changes in the world made by the smallest things.
Very
exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, my friends. I love you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
I love you too. Bye-bye.
Love you too.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Bye.